me why the hell I always have to save myself.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Architect the Dreamer back with another ATD Reacts. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. I'm stoked to have you here. If you are returning, welcome back. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click that little bell so you'll get notified every time I drop a new video. Make sure you follow on socials at ATD Music, except for on Instagram and Threads, which is at ATD Reacts. You guys heard a little snippet of my new song, Deconstruct, that is dropping on April 4th at the beginning of this video, and there's a pre-save link in the description below for that. If you guys would be so kind as to go pre-save it, it's a great way to support me as an artist outside of doing these reaction videos. And if you're a fan of artists like Bon Iver and Novo Amor and Sufjan Stevens and Iron and Wine, things like that, you're going to love the song. Even if you're not into those artists, it would mean a lot to me for you guys to check that out. But we're going to keep this thing rolling. We've got the penultimate song off of big ol' album From a Day to Remember, and it's called Silence. Let's just jump right in. Very melancholy from the jump. Ooh.
I'd like to start with a thank you
Okay.
for everything you ever done.
Almost has like a Nirvana feel to it.
In the veil of deception, now there's nowhere you can run.
Ooh, okay. Woo! Okay. If Rammstein and Motionless in White had a baby, that's what that just felt like to me. That was different. I'm not used to hearing like chanting type scream vocals like that from A Day to Remember. I like that. This is different. This is very different from everything that we've listened to on the record so far. I love the little whisper of the run before we get into this really like driving part with these like almost chanted screams. This is an interesting one. I'm liking it. It's growing on me as I'm listening to it. Ooh, I like that little counter melody right there. I don't know if that was piano. It almost sounded like a music box, but that was nice. I think that's piano. Now see who's under the gun. Destroy the cornerstone. Tear out the heart of those. Atop the pedestal. Silence will no longer suffice. No longer suffice. This feels like it belongs in like a crazy fight scene of like an anime or like Cyberpunk or something. Cyberpunk Edge Runners is one of my favorite animes, and I know it's a fairly new one, but it's so good. If you haven't watched it, you need to check it out. But this feels like in the massive fight that happens towards the end of that show, this feels like a song that would fit in where like you've got a bunch of gunfire and you've got a bunch of like craziness happening from a violence and a fight perspective. it's very, very driving, and it's very different for A Day to Remember. I'm liking it.
Like a thief with her hands on the wishing wall. We got you in the blood.
Woo! All right, that was Silence. That was new. That was different. There's a lot of different influences and elements that I can hear in this song. Like I said at the beginning, like I can hear some like Nirvana grunge elements. And then literally like Rammstein and Motionless in White had a baby. That's what that makes me think of. It's not the catchiest song on the album by any means. It's a powerful song from a musical standpoint, and it definitely has its place on this album. It's definitely not one that I would skip while listening to, but I don't know that this is one that I would go back and like just throw on repeat. I'll give this an 8 out of 10. Still a really solid track, and it's different, and I like that it's different, but it doesn't necessarily have that repeatability that some of these songs do on this album, where it's like an earworm and something that I'm going to constantly be thinking about, and once I listen to the song, I'm not going to be able to get it out of my head. It's not quite one of those, but it does have me really curious as to what's going to happen in the final track off of this album. Now, obviously, this is Big Ol' Album Volume 1, which means we're going to be getting Volume 2. I've already heard Jeremy in interviews talking about that. But I'm really curious how we're going to close out the record with that being the penultimate track. Would love to hear what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Did you like this song? Did you not like it? What did you think of the difference in it versus everything else that's been on this album? It's a strange one for this album. Like, this is the penultimate track, and I feel like this is it's a standout song in regards of being different than pretty much anything else that's on this album. That's gonna be one that's either gonna really grow on me, or it is gonna become one that I like just only listen to when I'm listening to the album from front to back. We'll have to see, to be determined. Right now I like it, but I think that's going to wrap it up for this one. Like I said at the beginning, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Click that little bell so you'll get notified when I drop new videos. Follow me on socials at ATD Reacts. And if you want to support me as an artist, pre-save my new single Deconstruct. The link is in the description below. That'll wrap us up for this episode. I'll see you guys back here for the next one.